A man was about to be executed by Nazi soldiers. Their purpose was to slowly torture him to death. As the truck slowly drove away, the man was left hanging from a tree to die on his own. The Nazi soldiers had already departed. His feet kept struggling, but the more he fought, the tighter the rope became. Just as he was about to give up, he suddenly fell from the tree. It turned out that some local villagers had arrived in time and cut the rope. This man's name was Marlboro. He was not meant to die. The woman who saved him was named Lisa. She brought Marlboro back to her farm. Not long after, they discovered a truck slowly approaching. It initially seemed like a routine house visit. When the door opened, a Nazi soldier stood there holding a shotgun. Lisa's beauty caught the soldier's eye, and he began to harbor indecent thoughts. Hearing the soldier was just scouting, Lisa didn't get overly anxious and returned to the house. But shortly after she sat down, the soldier barged in and noticed 3 cups on the table, which aroused his suspicion. Luckily, Marlboro had hidden in the attic just in time. Lisa sensed the danger as the soldier kept getting closer. Due to the strength difference between a man and a woman, Lisa was quickly pinned to the table. Marlboro watched helplessly as Lisa was brutally assaulted. Her screams of agony finally pushed Marlboro over the edge. He rushed down and killed one of the soldiers with a pitchfork. The scene fell into chaos. Lisa didn't stand idle either. She quickly grabbed a pot of boiling oil and poured it onto another soldier's lower body, destroying his equipment on the spot. Just as Marlboro was venting his fury, another Nazi soldier opened fire and dragged both of them out of the window. The Nazis took the chance to escape in the truck. Marlboro chased after them, but they were already far gone. Since one soldier had escaped and they'd killed several, they decided to leave the farm temporarily and spend the night in the wild. But the next morning, Paul was nowhere to be found. No one expected that he had returned to the farm alone. At that very moment, a group of Nazi soldiers arrived. Paul was captured and brutally tortured. A soldier initially intended to execute him with a bullet, but decided otherwise. Instead, they killed the cow, loaded both the cow and Paul onto a truck, and set the entire house on fire. When Lisa returned, it was already too late. The Nazis used Paul to lure Marlboro out, planning to publicly execute him atop the bell tower. But Paul, in a fit of rage, pushed one of the soldiers off the tower and grabbed his weapon. Meanwhile, Marlboro and Lisa sneaked into the bell tower from the back. Paul, in a moment of panic, began spraying bullets wildly, but the Nazi sniper quickly locked onto him. Just as Paul turned around, he was shot and killed. Lisa arrived just as Paul passed away. Enraged, she stormed out of the bell tower, firing until her bullets ran out. Unexpectedly, the Nazi officer fell in love with her at first sight, which is why Lisa survived. The Nazis soon stormed into the tower. Marlboro swiftly pulled down one of the guards and threw him off. Then, he leapt from the tower through a broken section, catching himself on the eaves. A soldier fired at him, and Marlboro was captured and brought back to the tower, locked in a small wooden hut. Meanwhile, Lisa was taken by the Nazi officer and forced into a brutal confrontation. However, Lisa scared him so badly that the officer foamed at the mouth and died on the spot. Lisa then grabbed a rocket launcher, went to the bell tower, and fired. After the explosion, she began wiping out the remaining Nazi soldiers. Just when she was about to finish off the last one, she was shot in the shoulder, but the wound wasn't serious. She picked up her shotgun and continued fighting, but she soon ran out of bullets, and a Nazi soldier appeared before her. Lisa tried to strike back, but was knocked to the ground. The Nazi grabbed her by the neck, and she was about to suffocate. Suddenly, Marlboro appeared and shoved a gold brick into the soldier's mouth, forcing him to swallow it and die. In the end, only Marlboro and Lisa